So now let me show you how everything works together. We have covered how someone would register on the site. We have covered how we create a digital account. We've covered how someone can load their digital wallet, and we've covered how the QR code works as a visual representation of the person's digital account. Now let's see two scenarios in which someone, a parent at home wanting to make a purchase from the business lab on behalf of their child, would execute that function, and then we'll take a look at what happens if the child, the student, is in school and also would like to make a purchase in person. Let's start with what the parent would do. So the parent would go to the website, which is where we are right now, and they would navigate to the schools tab. And here you would see in our presentation environment, no pun intended, in our demo environment, we have set up the demo presentation college business lab. And the parent would navigate to that particular school office because that's the one they're interested in. Here you would see we have several products, demo products that we have loaded into the presentation business lab. We've got a backpack, we've got a geometry set, we've got graphite pencils, we've got standard pencils, we've got a stationery starter pack, and we have a T-square. Let's assume that the parent is interested in purchasing a geometry set for their child. So let's say I want to add this to my cart. Now the challenge here would be that I have a $45 item, but if you look at my wallet balance, I only have $15 in my wallet to spend. So that cannot be my source of funds in order to complete a transaction for $45. Let's see what happens if I proceed to checkout. All right. This is the opportunity for me to put in my debit or credit card information in order to be able to facilitate this purchase. Bear in mind as well that I could also, because I don't have enough money here, I also have the opportunity to do a wallet top-up. So that is also an option. I could either do a direct transaction using my debit or credit card, or I could proceed to do a wallet top-up using my debit or credit card as well. And we went through that before. So now what I've done, just for the purpose of illustration, is I've added some funds to my wallet in order to show you what it would look like if the student is in school and would like to actually move forward with a transaction in school. All that is required for them to be able to do a transaction is for them to have the My Cashless Plus student card, and for the cafeteria or the school office to utilize the My Cashless Plus app that we would have given to them. Our app effectively transforms the school office or the school cafeteria's phone or tablet into a scanner that can be used to scan your student's QR code. So assume that the student presents themselves either at the cafeteria or at the school office. The school office or cafeteria would simply manually enter the amount of the transaction. So here's the amount entered for the $45. Using the e-wallet function transforms the phone or the tablet into a digital scanner. It's at this point that the school office or cafeteria would scan your student's My Cashless student card. At this point, the school office or the school cafeteria will be able to see that your child has sufficient funds and they'll be able to continue the transaction. At this point in time, the school office or cafeteria will simply press continue transaction, and they would see that the transaction has been completed successfully. that is how the My Cashless Class student card works for your child when they are in school. What happens if your child does not have sufficient funds on their card? This is where My Cashless Class becomes a game changer. So, imagine that your child presents themselves at the school office and they do not have sufficient funds on their account. This or the cafeteria will see that there are insufficient funds to complete this order. Dad, what do I do? This is where you now can solve this problem from anywhere that you are. Simply log into your account, navigate to the wallet top-up, and you will be able to top up their account right from the comfort of your home, phone, or computer whilst on the go. And here you can see the wallet top-up in my cart that I can now proceed to check out or pay using PayPal. And they will have immediate access to the funds and now can complete their transaction successfully.